Hello everyone, I am Mr. 23 and in this video I am going to show you some of the most important tips and tricks that help me to create better art in Photoshop. The 50% gray layer is really useful when we are selecting objects or subject and we need to see if our selection looks good, because the Photoshop transparent background won't help us that much and we might lose important parts of the selection. And for me, the most important thing is that this 50% gray layer is protecting my eyes. Let's say that we want to select this cliff. We are going to select with any method that you know. You can use the pen tool, object selection tool, quick selection tool, magic wand tool, doesn't matter. The idea is to select it. Then if you add the mask, you will think that your selection looks good. You can even zoom in and you look at it and you say, okay, this looks really great. But let's create that 50% gray layer now and to check if our selection looks good. First, we are going to create a new layer. Then you can take the paint bucket tool or press the letter G. And now let's select the 50% gray. Click on the black color or white color, and on the brightness you should select 50%. And now you can click on the screen with the paint bucket tool and you are going to fill that layer with 50% gray. Let's drag this layer underneath our selection. And now if we zoom in, we will see that it has a lot of white fringes and it doesn't really look that well. And now because we can see all those things that don't look good, we can fix them. As I said, having a black background behind, in a long term, if you stay and select a lot of objects, that will harm your eyes. And it's the same reason with the white. Having a red or another color, those will harm your eyes a lot. Value is one of the most important parts of our artworks, and it will help the viewer to really understand what we have done over there, and it will make my design more readable. Value refers to how light or dark elements appears in a design. White is the lightest value, while black is the darkest. To create a sense of depth, we need to change the values or the contrast of the value. Having a high contrast means that the elements in our design are closer to us, while low value contrast means that they are further away. So you have finished your design and you look at it and you think, okay, this looks great. Let's see now if we can check the values. After you created your 50% gray layer, you can set it to color, and that will make my design appear in grayscale or black and white. And that will remove all the colors and it will help me to better understand my artwork. And we are going to check if our values are correct. So I'm going to click on one of the colors from or the foreground or the background, and that will open the color picker. What I really don't like, it's the darkest values. The brightest values looks good, and I think we have some problems with the darker values. For example, this part of the warrior, if we click on it, you see it's almost black, and that shouldn't happen because our subject it's a bit far from our eyes, is not really in the front like for example this area here down below. So that means we need to correct this black value. And another thing that I don't like, the black values of the crow are too dark and we need to fix that too. And another thing that I've noticed here, the darkest values of this steampunk ship are too dark, so we need to brighten up those areas because this steampunk ship is further away and it shouldn't be that dark. Let's uncheck this and we'll see everything back to color. There are a few techniques that I normally use, and for this method I'm going to create a screenshot. So create a screenshot by pressing Ctrl Shift and I, right click on the layer and convert it to a smart object. Then go to Image, Adjustments, and here select Shadows and Highlights. And let's play a bit with the settings here. I'm going to increase the radius and I'm going to play a bit with the amount and with the tone. With just this shadow and highlights technique, I could increase the level of details from my shadows. If you found any value in this video, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. You can add a mask to this layer, and with the black color you can bring back some parts that you want to have them a bit darker because they are closer to our eyes. Now to fix even better the values, I'm going to add a new layer and set it to lighten. And let's take care of the crow, for example. I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to take the brush tool. I'm going to select not the darkest color, so here this is the darkest color from this crow, and I'm going to select a brighter one, so let's say this one, and I'm going to paint on the crow, and that will brighten up the darkest areas. And I'm going to add the blend if, so double click on the layer and hold Alt and drag the right slider more to the right. And I'm going to do the same thing with this area, for example on the same layer. So this is the darkest part from this ship. I'm going to select a brighter one and I'm going to paint on that area. Everything looks much better, but it is not complete. I'm going to add the last one, which is exposure adjustment layer. First I'm going to go to select, and here I'm going to select color range. Instead of sample colors, I'm going to select the shadows, and I'm going to select the shadows by playing with the range. Usually it selects much more, but I need a lower range to select only the darkest parts from my design, something like that. And it will make a selection. With that selection, I'm going to add an exposure adjustment layer. And now I'm going to decrease a bit the gamma correction, and I'm going to increase a bit the offset, but not too much, something like 0.010. And now it made all my darkest parts a bit brighter. And of course we can play with the mask to paint with the black color where we want those areas to be as they were, a bit darker. This is before and this is after, and now it looks much better because I corrected the values. For example, this is the wolf that I have used in my design, and now let's try to select the wolf to see how we can select it better. So I'm going to select the subject and I'm going to add a mask. And I'm going to use that 50% gray layer underneath this one to see what I'm going to do next and if it looks good. After that I'm going to duplicate the wolf layer. I'm going to hide one of it, I'm going to right click on the mask and I'm going to apply the layer mask. Then I'm going to take the smudge tool. And now if you have a fur brush, it's easier because you can take the fur brush. If not, I'm going to give you the exactly same brush that I'm using in this tutorial. I'm going to increase the strength to around 80%. Alright, and now the only thing that I'm going to do is just drag with the smudge tool a bit of fur. After you finish with the fur brush, you can take the normal soft round brush. So with a 3 pixel, I'm going to add more fur to the wolf. This is how I select my animals. You see, it looks really nice. Even if I spend hours, I really want to make it really good. So for me, the details matter a lot. Our learning process is a never-ending story. So if you love this video and you want to learn more from my channel, I am sure that you will enjoy the next video. I am Mr. 23. See you next time.